And we are live. Hello, everyone. Happy Saturday to those of you who actually get the weekends off. All right. So, I just fired up the game. Just kind of seeing what we have coming up for the following weeks. This Tuesday reset, we've got the Hollywood Global Event and the Resident Evil apparel event. Sadly, for me at least, I already have all of the Resident Evil apparel pieces. I bought them a long time ago, not thinking that this event would ever come back, because I missed it. You know, I was gone from the game when the Resident Evil event was a thing, and I could not have predicted that they would have brought it back. So, but the one thing I don't have is the Nemesis mask that you get for having all of the gear pieces. So I'm curious if once the event goes live, if I'll just automatically get the mask because I own all the pieces. I'm not really sure how that works. But anywho, so we've got Hollywood. Not my favorite global event, but it'll be a nice change of pace, I suppose. And I wanted to check out the Nemesis, or not the Nemesis. I just saw the word Nemesis. I wanted to check out the Sacred Imperium. They made some changes to it, and I just wanted to play around with it, you know, for myself. Also, apparently, I have a clan cache waiting for me, so I'm gonna go collect that because why not? There's not a whole lot going on in Division right now, other than the... Nice, I got two. Other than the Cursed League right now, but I've done as much as I care to do with that. I'll do part 2 next Tuesday with the reset, and then I can get my backpack trophy for that. Huge content drop the other day, huh? Heartland and Division 2 Year 5, the new game mode. I'm not sure what to think about the new game mode, to be honest. It seems okay. But again, it's another one of those, like, I have to play it before I can, you know, pass judgment. Hey, look at that. We got ourselves a nice little, was it CX79 scope or something like that? That's nice. That's one of the changes they made. Instead of the ACOG sight. I mean, technically, like, visually on this weapon, it is an ACOG. So, it wouldn't normally look like that. It would look like this when you zoom in. I don't like this reticle, personally. I think it's very obstructing. It's not a very clean sight, so I'm kind of glad. Well, I'm really glad they made that change. Not that I'm going to end up playing a lot with this weapon, but it's a start. So I'm running my hotshot build. That's going to give me some weapon handling, that 30% weapon handling, which is definitely going to help out the Sacred Imperium because it's not particularly stable or accurate for that matter. Again, it's the G29, I think. G29? Correct me if I'm wrong on that. But it's the G29 platform, which is a steaming pile of doo-doo under normal circumstances. And why they chose that platform for an exotic, I will never know. They could have chosen anything else, honestly. Or at least buffed the poor thing, you know, to make it viable. But anywho, so 4-piece hotshot, you know, Araldi, Walker, you know, your standard sniper build, perfect headhunter, vigilance. I might switch that to composure just because I'm behind cover pretty much all the time. And it's, you know, with the one downside of vigilance is if you get so much as nicked that it turns off that damage increase. Whereas with composure, yeah, you're not getting as much damage overall, but you are getting more uptime on the talent. So to me, that's more valuable, at least for this particular kind of build, where you're very much hugging cover just as often as you can. But yeah. Christian! Hey, I sent you an invite if you're interested in partying up and running around and stuff. I turned off in-game chat recording, so if you wanted to hop into the voice chat too at some point, you are welcome to. It will not be recorded on this stream. So the major changes they made was how quickly it tags targets. They changed it from 2 seconds to 0.5. Which is definitely noticeably quicker. But it should be instant, guys. There's no reason for it to not be instant. If you want people to use this, you need to make it instant. Another thing they absolutely must do, if they want people to use this stupid thing, is to reduce the amount of bloom between shots. Make it quicker for follow-ups. And then we're talking. You know, at least bring it up to par with like a high-end SVD. And people will actually, you know, play with it. Make some builds out of it. It's such a gorgeous exotic too. It's just such a shame that it's currently sitting at trash tier or near trash tier with performance. Yeah, the new exotic looks like a absolute butt ton of fun. Shocking everything. I mean, who doesn't like that? You know, that's one of the reasons why I like to run around with a Scorpio. All that shocking, disorienting, you know, status effects, the debilitating status effects. You know, when you stun lock hunters and stuff, it's a good time. It's a good time. Really looking forward to that. The gear set looks okay-ish, I suppose. You know, I've been watching the other tubers that are lucky enough to be able to be playing the PTS right now. Really wish I had a high-end gaming PC so I could, you know, be part of the festivities. But sadly, I'm just a console pleb. Yeah, and the burn on this is fine. You know, I don't have anything that's enhancing the status effects on this build, obviously, because it's a sniper build. But that's a pretty decent amount of burn. And even though, you know, obviously you're not going to rely on the burn for damage to the targets, but it is a great distraction. Like, you know, obviously if they're on fire, they're not shooting back at you. So it's got a lot of utility. I think it'd probably be silly to invest really heavily into the burn aspect of it. For damage, at least. Like extending its duration and all that stuff. I'm not even sure if that's possible. Have we tested if we can extend the burn duration, or is it just set at 10 seconds? I don't think I've actually experimented with that. I don't think you can change that 10-second burn. I think it's set to that, so no amount of status effects is going to change that. But you can increase the amount of damage that it does, but again, it just doesn't seem like a worthwhile thing to invest into with something like this. Yeah. You know, what I would like to see is maybe they change it so that when you're shooting targets, it attacks them. Instead of just looking at the target. You know, you just get tag, 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 tag. You know, you're hitting something. Then you kill something, they all get lit on fire. I don't know, I'm not a game developer. I just work with what they give me. Paired with the new exotic holster and new perfect galvanize, you can make a tank support bonk build. Yes. The bonk build. I've never had a proper bonk build. Just doesn't seem like a very tactically sound way to construct a build. At least not in high-end content. I mean, honestly, challenging and below, you can do whatever and do just fine. But if you're gonna play like heroic, legendary, obviously, bonk build's gonna probably struggle a little bit. You know, and it's not bad damage-wise. It's not going to one-shot anything until you've got, like, full stacks from the look of things. Actually, even at full stacks, it's not one-shotting anything. Switch this back. Sorry, I just came from playing a little bit of Destiny, so I'm a little confused on the controls at the moment. Let's see. VX. Wait a second. Iron sights? Hold up. Is this iron sights that gives you 35% headshot damage? Is that what I'm looking at right now? Okay, I gotta try this out. Glitch or feature? Okay. No, it's definitely a glitch. That'd be hilarious. Iron sights that grant 35% headshot damage. And it's like, why would I play with the Sacrum when I can use a basic high-end bolt action to just one-shot everything in sight? You know, like, the fire's nice, but I don't know, maybe it's just me. Maybe that's just me. So yeah, it's an okay one. It's okay. They're moving in the right direction. I'll give him that. The other thing that I guess I hadn't considered until one of the other commenters pointed it out, is that all these changes that are coming for the Division, while they're great, the year 5 stuff, that's not coming until sometime next year, if I'm not mistaken. The stuff that's coming up right now is going to be the Descent game mode, which is going to be nice. But again, like, watching other people play it, it's like I'm torn. Like, it'll be something new, and for sure I'll play it and probably enjoy it for a little bit, but is it gonna be enough to hold us until the really, really big juicy stuff gets dropped? I guess that's the problem with the Division right now, is like the trickle feeding isn't keeping the ravenous fan base satisfied, at least not for very long, which is understandable. Okay, let's mindlessly farm today. I don't have a whole lot going on. If anybody wants to jump in and farm for something, or if you've got something you need help with, just hit me up. I actually just linked my Discord to the Xbox. I know that doesn't really apply for Division 2, but it is officially linked now, and I created a cross-play voice chat on the Orphan Discord. So in the if there's a game that has crossplay in it, maybe future Division titles will have it. Actually, does Heartland have it? I honestly don't remember. But anyways, there's a voice channel that we can all use when we're playing together. So I got that all set up. The other night I was playing Destiny and trying to voice chat with someone who's playing on PC. And I didn't really know what I was doing. So I looked into it, and now I kind of know what I'm doing. I know more than I did a day ago. Let's see here. What build shall we goof around with today? What am I in the mood for? Shepherd, Snappy Boy, Glass Pesty. Not in the mood for anything with glass in it. I mean, I really like the Singeist build. It's just a lot of fun. And we're all about the fun here. I think what I'll do is I will turn on some modifiers and set the difficulty down to challenging. I believe that it's a net positive with XP that way. Of course, they recently nerfed the XP gain from this sort of stuff to begin with. So, I guess we'll see how much of a nerf it is. If I have to do like 4 or 5 convoys to get 1 level or something, that's gonna be a big bummer. Let's see. Directives. I really hate turning off my map. I feel like situational awareness is more important than anything. I can do fragile armor. I can do special ammo. Actually, I don't think I need to turn down the difficulty for these two. This should be fine. I hope. Yeah, that should be fine. I'll turn that on. So I've been toying around with some ideas for my channel, and one of the ideas I came up with, and again, not all my ideas are winners, but thinking of maybe separating the streaming variety side of the channel from the Division side of the channel, creating like a second channel, calling it maybe like Orphan Gaming or something like that, where I would do all of my variety content, and it would just basically be a bunch of live streams, and then keep this channel as just Division universe sort of stuff. That was just a thought I had. I'm not sure if that's a good idea or a bad idea. I mean, I looked a little bit into how live streams affect channels, you know, for better or for worse. Oh man, I haven't run into this guy in forever. And it seems like depending on the content, including live streams with your, you know, uploaded content, can be quite beneficial for your channel. I think what's harming my channel is the fact that it's not just all Division. And the algorithm definitely likes consistency. But again, it's like, you know, I'm not chasing algorithms, I'm doing this for fun. I would like to see some growth though. You know, have like a full-blown, you know, community going. We've got some awesome people in here already.
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
Could only get better, right? Come closer, my pets. I want to shoot you in the face, yeah? Oh, why did I stop shooting? There we go. Push up. I know where they spawn now. So ow. Disorienting rounds. Boy, those are annoying. And for those of you who are curious, I have not heard back from Dog yet about the collab. He seems to be really busy. I mean, I think he just posted this morning his thoughts on the, you know, the update and upcoming content and stuff like that. And I haven't seen him post a video in quite some time, so I'm sure he's just busy. And obviously, I'm not going to pressure him. He's got better things to do than do a collab with my tiny little channel. So we'll get there eventually. Let's see. Because going back to the whole variety streaming thing, because I really do I like variety in my games. So I get into this habit of laser focusing on one thing, and this doesn't even just apply to games. This applies to like everything in my life. Laser focusing on one thing ad nauseum until I'm absolutely burned out, and then I never touch it again for years. I'm very guilty of that. And so if there's one really positive thing that has come from me streaming, just on a personal level, that it's taught me to have balance. And balance is something that I have been lacking in my life for many, many years. Hey, Debsta. So for that alone, you know, I really am glad that I decided to give this streaming thing a try. Because it's encouraged me to have variety.
Detecting
I'm really liking
hostile contacts.
You know, I've got Diablo on the horizon.
Hostile control point
Bolter.
identified.
I'm probably gonna end up playing that. It seems like one of those games that you could probably start and finish in an afternoon. You know, like 4 or 6 hours worth of gameplay. Call it a day. You get your fun in. You pay 20 bucks, get your fun in. You know, I'm a big Warhammer fan, and that'll tide me over until something like you know, Space Marine 2 comes out. Or no, don't shoot them. No. Just shoot them. I don't need to deal with flankers. Thank you. And you got their attention anyways. Okay. Oh no. No, sir. Oh, yep. See, this is what I'm talking. This is what I'm talking about. Little drone. I know you meant well, but now you're getting me in trouble. Yeah. Just wait until I get up. Eventually. See? Now they're all pushing up. So I gotta, like, deal with this crap. Okay, you're on fire. This guy really wants a piece of me. There's very little cover around here. What was that? There's a lot of bullshit mechanics in this game, I gotta say. Like, for example, their ability to, like, blind fire and hit you with laser precision while you can't hit them in the least. That's bullshit. I'm sorry, that's not fun. Feel the burn. Irony.
Detecting additional.
Or was there two convoys? There must have been two convoys. Whoops, where's the little buddy? Come here, we need to reposition. Push up a little bit here. Starting to run a little low on ammo. Okay, I'll try not to get you killed, huh? Well, it's definitely not an elite convoy, because those are just a bunch of red bars. Nope. I'll wait until it gets closer. Dubster, you're trying to live stream. So I don't know much about PS5. Are you trying to, like, stream straight to Twitch? Or are you using, like, a capture card and streaming from your computer? Because streaming from Twitch is pretty streamlined. Streaming from a computer, not so much. And honestly, I started streaming on Twitch. I did that for months, or a couple months, at least, before I made the transition to YouTube. Okay, so that was two convoys. That was fun. All right, come here, buddy. Actually, now that I think about it, I think the PlayStation is set up to stream directly to YouTube. I think that's one of the major improvements they've made. I wish Xbox would get on board with that. Basically had to get $1,000 worth of crap to actually stream to YouTube between the capture card, the computer itself, which I didn't really have a functioning computer that I could possibly use. I have a computer from the dark ages. I basically just use it to do my budget and pay bills, because that's about all it's capable of doing. It's a Toshiba from, like, the early 2000s. And it's slow as hell. When you boot it up, you can go make yourself a cup of coffee and come back, and it's still thinking. Dubstar, are you still in the chat? I can try and walk you through the streaming process if you'd like. I don't know if I already scared you away or not. It's my gameplay. I'm not an expert by any means, but I have learned quite a bit. I've watched hours, untold hours of videos on how to use things like OBS and stream and troubleshooting and all that crap. Oh, straight for PlayStation?
You are now group leader.
It should be pretty streamlined.
Promoted to group leader. Another agent has
From my
joined
understanding now, I don't have a PlayStation, so I can't really... I'm not going to be of any help in telling you how to set it up for the PlayStation itself. But from my understanding, it's very similar to how you would stream to Twitch from a console. You just link the accounts. You know, you link it in like the YouTube app, or you link it from the website itself. You can go under your go to your YouTube channel, and there should be a linked accounts category, and that's where you would go to link everything. And there'll be like a bunch of options. And then once it's synced, then it should just be simple as point and click. You just hit like stream now from your PlayStation, and it should, you know, remember your settings and stuff, and just fire up the stream. At least that's how, you know, that's how Twitch works. Twitch is really easy to use on the Xbox. But for like most of the direct streaming stuff, it requires some sort of account linking. So that's probably going to be like the first step, making sure everything's all connected to one another. Okie dokie, I'm getting shot at. I think, is this an elite convoy? I'm probably gonna die. Maybe not. Oh, disorienting rounds are so aggravating. Holy crap. The worst ammo type to deal with. There we go. Sorry it took me so long to get over here. And yes, I did turn the music back on in my game because it had been a while since I've had music playing on in the background. I was like, you know what? Let's spice things up. Let's play some music. Was that the whole resource convoy? I guess so. Yeah. Nice. Onion, was there anything you needed help with today, or anything you're farming for that I can assist you with? No? Oh, okay. Let me see. Was there anything I was farming for today? I don't think so. I do want to try that build that you sent me, the private chat, with the Xena backpack, the perfect opportunistic. But I believe I actually have like all those pieces already. I don't think I need to farm for any of those. I just need to put it together. So I was just planning on farming and bullshitting, really, today. And there are, oh my god, there's resource convoys everywhere. Nice. Let's do these guys right here, I guess. Fast travel to one of those other safe houses. Ongoing with repair. I think so? Question mark? I would have to log out and look at my mule, because I don't think I have it in my stash. Let me just double check. Yeah, I don't have any ongoing with repair skills. I've got ongoing with armor. I could just as easily just re-roll those. It's not like I'm using it, I don't think. Yeah. Because it's all red attributes, but skill cores, right? That's the way you have it set up. And use empathetic resolve. Right. Is that what you're running right now? Yeah. Yeah, that's what that's what you're running right now. This is the build you're talking about. Yeah, so you got empathetic resolve on there. Increases their total weapon and skill damage. And let's see, I mean, obviously you're sitting at skill tier 6, so that's going to be, 15% for 20 seconds, which is pretty substantial. Plus you've got ongoing, which is going to boost my damage as well. And you've got opportunistic. So anything that you're shooting with Scorpio is going to take another 10% from anybody else who's shooting at him. So yeah, this is like the ultimate like DPS wingman build. Just follow around somebody that does a ton of damage. Shoot everything. What the heck? Somebody just commented. Hold on. Hold up. Wait a minute. Something's not right. Oh, I'm gonna have to respond to that. Your Onion, your build, the Ricochet build with the deflector shield. Just got a comment about using the Ninja Bike backpack on it. And I'm trying to, I have to see the build first before I can comment on that. So if I put a no, that's not going to work. Ninja Bike. I mean, it would fill in the skill tier gap, but you're losing Adrenaline Rush, which is incredibly important for this build. Then you'd have to switch out the chest piece, because that's an exotic. You can only have one exotic piece. And basically the whole build would just kind of fall apart. So, I mean, a Ninja Bike honestly isn't a strong exotic to begin with. I mean, if I was to run an exotic backpack that's going to, bolster all my other stuff, it'd be Memento, not Ninja Bike. Ninja Bike has very niche applications. Like, it worked out well for this build, but for all the other builds, it's just kind of like, it's fine. Oh, you said technically Future Healer will be better? Oh, okay. Oh, the convoy's right here. Come here. Bring your pretty face to my bullets. Alright, where are they going to spawn from? Oh, they're going to spawn from... Yeah.
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
Right down there. I'm going to grab my little buddy and reposition him. Come here, little buddy. Okay, maybe not. They're coming to us. Oh, okay. We've got some Tusk joining the party here. Adding to the chaos. Burn, baby, burn. See if I can catch them when they spawn.
Incoming hostiles detected.
He's got fire ammo! Okay. Wally's down, so it should just be the operator hanging out back there somewhere. Okay, there's more than one.
I found the enemy!
Ow. Yeah, here. enough of that. So what are your opinions on the stuff that they revealed the other day? Anybody in the chat want to tell me what you think about Descent, about Year 5 content, all that stuff? I would say that I am cautiously optimistic. I think the DLC sounds fantastic, but I guess time will tell. Oh, this is a good chess piece. I'll keep that. Time will tell what the DLC actually ends up being. You know, it could be a relatively small DLC, or it could be the size of Warlords of New York. Let's go get these guys here. Any content is good content. I agree. At this point, the Division desperately needs just content in general. So I'll take it for sure. For sure, I'll take it.
Detected. Nearby location. Guarded by hostiles.
Time will tell how long Descent will hold people's attention. You know, I watched. What was I watching last night? I think it was Sergeant Greybeard. I think he was the one that was showcasing the Descent game mode. It was either him or shoot, I already forgot his name. Anyways, I watched it for like half an hour, kind of get an idea of it. It seems interesting, and honestly, I've never played a roguelike game before. So I'm not familiar with that genre. But I'm hoping that there will be enough, I guess, connections to the in-game stuff where you can farm it. Because, you know, as it stands right now, like the upgrades and, you know, all that stuff, it stays within that game type. All the purchasable stuff only affects you positively in the game mode and not outside of the game mode. But if there are certain things that you can get from playing it, like cosmetics, maybe there could be like an exotic tied to it or something once you hit a certain level, that would definitely incentivize people to continue playing it, even if the gameplay loop isn't particularly fun. I mean, Lord knows that's why I ran Countdown 1,000 flippin' times. It's not because I wanted to play it 1,000 flippin' times, but because I was chasing stuff, and so there was an element of fun to be had in the chase. You know, the chase made it fun. And I think they could do the same thing with Descent. They do it right.
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
Oh, somebody on the side here. Set me on fire. Oh, just got the attention of everybody on the bridge. Whoops. Grab this real quick. Just in case. Oh, and apparently we got the attention of the people behind us too, so. Oh, there's somebody right there.
Incoming hostiles detected.
I kind of like having the music back on.
Immediate medical assistance needed. Access key detected.
We need to apply some armor kits here. There we go. Yeah, I'm not sure what they were thinking with the whole convoy nurse thing. Morton Ryberg did go on to say that it was a mistake. It was an oopsie, and that they're going to be reverting it. I don't think he actually said exactly when they're going to be reverting it. Probably with the next update, be my guess, because they're not in any hurry to fix it from the sound of things.
Hostile control point.
But the whole part of that whole conversation that kind of bothers me is that it was planned for a future update. So my question is, in what scenario would nerfing XP from convoys and what have you be beneficial to the community? It's like, are you introducing something that would require a nerf? You know what I mean? Like, that's the only thing I can think of, is that they're introducing an activity that would grant too much XP with the way the XP gains are currently set, and so they needed to nerf it globally. Oh, this is a naming person. Hello. I can't think of any other reason why they would want to do that other than some scummy monetization practice of some kind. You know, nerf the XP so you're forced to, I don't know, buy something or do a specific thing that will incentivize you to buy stuff in store. Something along those lines. I don't mean to sound like, negative Nelly, or, make it sound like I don't believe that the developers have our best intentions at heart. Because I think that they do, but they also answer to their shareholders and their bosses, who are more interested in making a profit than they are in making a fun game. Honestly, the only reason why the game is fun at all is because people wouldn't play it if it wasn't fun. So they have to find that balance between scummy monetization practices and incentivizing people to actually play their stupid game. So, with that said, if they can get away with something, they're absolutely going to try and get away with it. So, I don't know if that's in relation to them just trying to make a buck. Or, and the other thing, again, like playing devil's advocate, they do have the full picture, and we only see what they choose to show us. So, it is possible that they just know something that we don't, and that the XP nerf was necessary for X, Y, and Z reasons. I don't know. I have to say, though, I've become increasingly cynical when it comes to decisions that the game developers, not just for the Division, just as a whole, decisions that they're making. Most of them seem pretty anti-consumer in the sense that, like, it's pretty obvious why they're doing it, because they just want to make a profit. They want to turn everything basically into a mobile game. And they would if they could get away with it. But there's a few good developers out there still who just want to make a fun game, and if they make a bunch of money off of it, then so be it. And I'll maintain until the day that I die that people will fork over more money for a game that is unbelievably fun and addictive than a game that requires, some pay-to-win scheme in order to have a good time. It's like, just make a good game, and the money will come. I promise. Like, I'll buy everything in your store. Promise.
Immediate medical assistance needed.
Okay, there's one. Oof. Man, that operator shotgun really hurts. It's like taking a sniper round to the face.
Hostile detected.
Oh, that's a big chonga. Oh, what? I was nowhere near that. What the frick was that? His hammer was nowhere near me. And it's like, nope, you got hit. What? Call bullshit on that. Bunch of horsey poops.
CP captured. Good job.
Was horsey poops for sure. Let me grab this. I need to get some more ammo up in here. Although that ongoing directive is certainly helping. Yeah, we can just post up down here. I guess I don't need to get on the roof necessarily.
Reinforcements
Let me apply
incoming.
some more armor kits here so I can get my health back.
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
Go.
Ow.
Getting melted. The sniper shotgun. I freaking love the Scorpio. It's got such ridiculous range. It's like you should not be able to be effective at a range like that. but here we are.
Guarding location nearby.
Where's this guy? Oh, there he is. Sort of. I can barely see him through this fire. Oh, there's a couple of them. It's like, I swear I heard it like a suicide bomber behind us or something, but I'm just imagining things.
Heavily
Oh good, they're all
armored
spawning right here.
detected.
Somewhere. No? Wait, are they behind us? Nope, they're behind us. I don't know who's in front of us. Must be a straggler down there somewhere.
Hit him now! It's our chance!
Whoop.
Bombarded by hostiles.
Okay, the flush. Mr. Flush. Oh, it's backpack. On here. Oh,
Supply room access unlocked.
I want to donate. Talk to me. Okay,
Oh, hell yes.
I'll go get my stuff first then. Show me the loot. Oh, so the new gear set that they showed. It seems like the general consensus on it is that it's very much intended for PvP and not so much PvE. And I can kind of see that. It's kind of my impression of it is it's basically going to be the counter to the new exotic. Because I can see that being a very broken mechanic in PvP. Shocking everybody.
Civilians in danger.
That'd be so toxic. So kind of bummed about that because I was like looking at the talents on it and the gear set bonuses and all that stuff, and I was just kind of like, I don't think I have any use for this with a normal build. Like only in very, very, very niche situations where, like, say there's a mission that has a bunch of like shock traps or something. You know, would you even find any level of use from that gear set? Okay, where is our next victims? We can go for these guys. They're just right down the street.
Hostiles guarding location nearby.
Right down the street. So, also in this stream, something that just popped into my mind. They mentioned the whole return to New York for like the holiday event. And now, this might just be a pipe dream or wishful thinking on my part. Wow, there's guys right here. But what if they did like a snow version of New York? Like, I wonder, 'cause they've got like a whole 6-7 months. I don't know if they've been working on anything this whole time, but they could. They could turn it into a snow map. That would be pretty badass. I mean, that'd be like huge nostalgia for anybody who's, you know, day one Division 1 players like myself. That'd be a lot of fun. I would be spending a lot of time in New York if they did a winter conversion.
No time to feel.
Cause like I don't mind New York in the summer, like the way it's set up right now. It just doesn't feel the same. And so obviously I spend the vast majority of my time here in DC. I'll only basically go to New York if it's for some objective of some kind. Oh, he's right here. I'm like, where is this guy? There he goes. I hear Blacky Tuskies. Oh, I think they're over at the checkpoint. That's perfect. Okay, you guys saw that, right? The fire was gone, and yet I got lit on fire anyways. Are they below us? They are below us. That works. Now, let's get their attention, shall we? Hey, Daniel.
Reinforcements en route.
Ricky Bobby. Man with 2 first names. I'm on fire! Oh god, I'm on fire! What does he say? I'm upside down. That is definitely not good. I completely forgot about that movie, Talladega Nights. Those of you who are wondering what the heck we're quoting. It's another one of those, like... It's so stupid, but it's so funny. You know, other movies that would fall in that category would probably be something like Zoolander, Anchorman, Super Troopers. It's just like, wow, I am losing brain cells watching this, but it's still funny. It's stupid funny. Oh, Dodgeball. Oh my god, Dodgeball. We are the Globo Gym Purple Vipers, and we will rock you. Nobody makes me bleed my own blood. Nobody. That's right. Necessary? Is it necessary for me to drink my own urine? No, but I do anyways, because it's sterile and I like the taste. He just wants to hide, doesn't he? We're just gonna have to go say hello then. Oh yeah, Blades of Fury. Yep, definitely. Same vein for sure. Oh, they're spawning directly above me, aren't they? No, mister. No. Do we have a convoy coming up behind us? Why am I seeing red everywhere all of a sudden? Yeah, no. Somebody's coming. Behind you, Onion. Got some party crashers. Oh, okay, yes. Block all my shots. Appreciate it. Oh, good. They're coming out of this door.
Shit, no.
Oh. Okay, we gotta... Jack Wang's back here trying to shoot down at us.
Heavily armed. Hostile supply convoy nearby.
Oh, and a supply convoy. Oh, it's getting hot in here. Woo! Okay, I need to throw out little buddy here, I think. Need more distractions. Let's see if we can get some rogues, too, while we're at it. Yeah, we've got an elite convoy inbound here. Nice. I love the chaos. Hey, stop shooting bows at us. You ever heard the saying, don't bring a bow to a gunfight? Why are you running? I'm gonna grab some ammo, because I have a feeling that I'm running a little short. Yeah, exactly. Classic reinforcements.
Can't see him.
And of course, yeah, you can't over-penetrate targets for some reason.
Hostile supply convoy. Heavily armed.
Like, really? A point-blank shot with 7.62 through the leg won't keep traveling and hit the thing behind it? Press X for doubt.
Don't have a shot.
What's this guy doing? Yeah, exactly. Science! More like game logic.
Incoming hostiles detected.
Oh, they're spawning over here too. Oh my goodness. They are spawning everywhere. They are coming out of the woodworks. They're everywhere. Oh, that's fire. Whew. Where are the rest of these guys? Oh, they're exploding. Oh, okay, taking a lot of heat. Back up. You guys gotta hit so hard. Who's up there? Okay, I was like, I think they're spawning behind us again. Yep. Go, got the explodey. Light them all on fire.
Heavily armored hostile detected.
Spawning up here again. Damn, wasn't quick enough. Oh boy. Ow! That's not fair. Using your special ammo.
Wait, I need to reload.
The injector? What you injecting? Right, meth.
Detected. Hostile supply convoy.
Do a barrel roll! Now, who's still down here?
Ready for this?
Supply room. Detecting additional hostile contacts. Incoming hostiles detected.
Anybody else want to come
Detecting
out of those
additional
manholes?
Hostile contacts.
Plot armor. Yes, exactly. Let me in! Let me in! Here's another science one for you, Daniel. Can't fall down an open manhole. Oh, that got spicy. Kind of hoping we could get some rogues up in here, but I guess not. There's just loot everywhere. Oh, there's a nice little max roll gloves. Don't suppose you need a max roll D&H gloves with headshot damage, do you? I wish there was a trading system or something with this game. So like, if you knew somebody who needed a piece of armor or something, you could be like, here, send it to them. Even if it like cost materials or something to send. I think a lot of us would do it. I've had that happen a few times, Daniel, where it's just like, especially when I'm like leaving a safe house. I get that a lot when I leave a safe house. They're just like, rogue detected or something. And I'm like looking around and like, I'll start heading in one direction on the map and I don't run into anything. So I head the other direction. It's still like playing the music and I'm just like, I don't understand. Where are these rogues? These mystery rogues. They're invisible. They have personal cloaking now. Like the Jem'Hadar from Star Trek. I don't know if there's any Trekkies in the chat, but good old Jem'Hadar. I will periodically watch and rewatch Star Trek Deep Space Nine. It's my favorite of all the Star Treks.
We could really use your help.
Okay, so now the static I can explain. They added more stalker hunters onto the maps. I couldn't tell you exactly when that happened, but they'll be up, like, way up high, like, unreachable. They don't attack you or anything, but they're just up there watching, and as soon as you see them, then they disappear. But they'll be up there, causing static, preventing you from healing, because, you know, the game thinks that you're in combat, or classifies you as being in combat still. Yeah, because I had the same problem for a while. It took me a bit to figure out what was going on. I'm just like, I don't see any hunters. Why am I getting static? Is there like some secret thing I'm supposed to interact with or something in this area? And then I started noticing them like up in the buildings, up in weird spots, watching me like a little creeper. Oh, here we go. I think we can catch up to these guys. Looks like we'll get a twofer. It's going to be a territory control and a resource convoy. Yeah, it's really cool that they added that little element. I love the hunters in this game. The mystery around them. They just look cool too. I really hope one of the future apparel events includes a bunch of hunter armor of some kind. New masks. That'd be so cool. Man, you can make half that shit like buy only, like purchasable only through the store, and people would still buy it. I'd buy it. I'd spend 20 bucks on some gear. I don't even care. Be very, very quiet. I'm hunting rabbits. My turret right. I think they're gonna spawn out of the manhole right there. Yep.
Incoming hostiles detected.
I'm glad I turned the music back on. I kind of missed the music. At least, like while you're out in the open world. Countdown? I don't think I can stomach that song one more time on Countdown, though. Music in this game is really good, though. Always has been. Nice. Stand a chance in hell. Very nice. I don't know why I stopped shooting.
Incoming hostiles detected.
Let's see, where are they spawning from? Oh, they're there. Hello, puppet.
Access key detected.
Rude. Oh, that was your first time playing Countdown, Daniel? That's awesome. Like, it's a fun game mode. It's just, you know, a lot of us have just kind of played it too much. It's nothing against the game mode at all. It's a ton of fun the way they have it set up. It's just the fatigue has set in. There is a, if you're interested, going to do a shameless plug here, but there is a build that I specifically use on Countdown that makes it easy mode. It's called the Fairview Wraith. I have a build video on it, but I can just quickly show it to you. It's this one right here. It's a protection from elites build. If you wanted to like take a screenshot of it or something. So you're running a Coyote's Mask. That is the 0F's Badger Tough chest piece. Oh, I'm sorry, that's not 0F's. That's just a Badger Tough with Intimidate on it. Grupo Sombra with Adrenaline Rush backpack, and then 3 improvised gear pieces. Reason for improvised is so that we can have those 6 mod slots for 6 protection from elites mods. And then you get an additional 10% protection from elites by running the photobomb. That's hilarious. I'm taking a screenshot of that. That's hilarious. Thank you, Onion. I needed that laugh. The photo bomber. Hunter's Fury with Scorpio. That's good too. Let me show you. Let me just equip it real quick, and I'll show you the stats on it. So the critical hit chance and critical hit damage for the Scorpio, because this build is built around the shotgun, not so much as the AR. The AR is just sort of there for shooting the objective type stuff that you'll encounter while you're doing Countdown, like the little panels that you're supposed to shoot or what have you. It's not really there for damage. The Scorpio is there for the damage. So I tried to get as close to 60% as I could, but we're sitting at 56% critical hit chance, 142% critical hit damage. But the most important part is this here, where it's sitting at the cap of 80% protection from elites. And considering that like 90% plus of all enemy types in Countdown, at least if you're playing it on like challenging, I'm not particularly sure about the lower difficulty modes, but challenging or heroic, they're like all elites, and the hunters are considered elites too. So I originally designed this build to combat hunters specifically, and then just sort of discovered that it works really well in the game mode, just period. And the way that you play this is, you've got the foam, the riot foam, and then you've got the EMP. EMP is going to be for some of the more objective type stuff, but you can shut down the hunters too with the EMP. Excuse me. Prevent them from doing their little EMP bursts. Helps the team out a lot. But you foam the hunter, you get in their face, that triggers Adrenaline Rush, and then that in turn triggers Intimidate, because Intimidate needs bonus armor for it to be working. So you get a bunch of bonus armor, you proc more damage, and then you just go to town with Scorpio, and the Scorpio talent keeps them stun locked. So they're disoriented, and then they're shocked, and then they start taking additional damage. And I, just to test my build, I actually soloed challenging, and I just went after the hunters, and I killed every single one of them, one-on-one. I have been successful in fighting 2 versus 1, but you got to be really dodgy, because when you got 2 of them shooting at you, it's a lot of multitasking, but it is doable. Yeah, you're probably not going to run into any like issues per se. This is just the build that I run when I'm like mindlessly farming. So it's just like, I don't even have to be paying attention to what I'm doing. I can literally be standing out in the open and having 5 or 6 elites shooting at me simultaneously, and they're just barely tickling me. And I can just face tank hunters, run up to them, punch them in the head. And I actually have a bonk build version of this that uses the, those exotic gloves. I can't remember what they're called. I'd have to look in my stash, but it increases your damage output once you punch something. I ran with that for a while too. That was a lot of fun. But yeah, so this is like the mindless farming build, but you can do well with other builds for sure. But if you do find that you're getting melted down really fast, just running a couple of protection from elites mods will make a big difference. Like even on your Hunter's Fury build, you could just put on 2 or 3 in the mod slots, And it will help, especially with the hunters, because they hit hard. Just a few hits and your armor's gone. Punchy? That's a good name for it. There's a lot of punching that's going to happen with that. Let me switch back to my Sin guys. Build here. So yeah, so that's the build I run when I'm mindlessly farming. Easy mode. I don't think we can catch them in time. Let's see. Oh, we can definitely catch this group in time. Heading over to the Truman safe house, Onion. Truman. I'm gonna post that screenshot to my channel. It's just too funny. It is not worth doing heroic over challenging.
Hostiles guarding location.
And take it from somebody who has run Countdown ad nauseum, literally hundreds of times, hundreds upon hundreds of times. And I bought a ton of caches, and I still have like 50,000 Countdown credits. That gives you an idea of how many rounds I've actually played. The loot quality, there is no difference between the two as far as I can tell. But the enemies are more challenging, and it slows down the pace if you're playing it on heroic. So if you're using it for just farming purposes, or XP, or you're farming the currency so you can get something from the Countdown vendor or whatever, just run it on challenging. I think probably most people would agree with that.
Made it.
They won't be attacking us.
No problem, man.
Detected. Nearby location.
I
Guarded
used
by
Countdown to
hostiles.
get my expertise up to level 20. And farm for a variety of builds. So I've been in there for quite some time. I've tried it on a variety of difficulty levels.
Detecting
Tried it with a variety of builds.
Incoming hostiles detected.
I love how they're just spawning in this tiny little door. It's just stuck inside. Can't even make it out. Hey, there's Mark. Mark weighing in. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, it only took a few runs of heroic before I was just like, why am I doing this on heroic? Other than just be like, hey, I played this on heroic. I mean, there's not even like a trophy or cosmetic or, a patch or anything you can wear for running it on heroic. So, like, literally nobody will even know that you're not playing heroic. You know what I mean? It's like, why make things unnecessarily difficult? Let's see. General lack of convoys. Let's take a checkpoint. Let's go for the nest. I like the nest. This is a fun one. What is this right next to us? Is this like a territory control or something? It is a territory control. Let's just do this while we're here as well. Where are the bad people? They're over here somewhere. Can't see shit in this weather. Hello, bad people?
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
Yes, 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 yes.
Detected.
Nice.
Hostiles guarding location nearby.
Nice. Expertise. So, yeah. No, I wouldn't say it's not worth it until you reach level 1000. But I would definitely agree with, I wouldn't focus on it. Like, if you're running around with a, like, say that you're doing what I'm doing today, and you're just, mindlessly killing everything on the map, having fun, taking over checkpoints and stuff, and you end up with a full bag of loot, and you have no use for it, you might as well just donate it to the expertise. You know, when you're done, you'll make a bunch of progress without even trying. But I only really started focusing on expertise once I hit like level, what was it, level 14? Because that's when you actually have to make intentional decisions with what you are running and how you're running it in order to rank everything up. If you're running with a build that doesn't require you to use skills, you could just equip 2 skills, 1 or 2 skills, depending on what your build is, and just have them on your person while you're out and about, and that's one way to rank them up. Because you don't actually have to use the skills while you're working on your expertise. They just have to be on you while you're gaining XP. I think there's a big misunderstanding about how that works. I think people think that you actually have to use the skills in order to rank them up, but you don't. Same goes for like weapons and stuff. You can have them in your back pocket. I believe, however, that you do gain experience at a faster rate if you're actively using them, but it's not necessary. And if anybody wants to correct me on that, but I'm pretty sure that's how the system works.
Reinforcements incoming.
And then also with expertise system, the more of a gear set you are wearing, like say you're wearing 4 pieces versus 6 pieces or something, you'll gain it. Oh, shoot, Onion's down. Sorry, I'm not paying attention. I'm too busy jibber-jabbering. Uh-oh. Ah, I got it off in time. Haha. I'm coming, Onion! Onion is resting. Oh, shoot. This is what I get for not paying attention to what's going on with my healer. Man, and like with when you're playing on heroic, it really only takes like just a couple rounds and you're down. Oh man, this is bad. Yep.
Agent vital signs 0.
Yeah, there's a safe house right there. Whoops. But like say you're wearing 6 Hunter's Fury gear pieces versus, you know, just a couple gear pieces, you'll level it up faster. Oh wait, I can just fast travel right to Onion. What am I doing? Oh, no, I can't. Just take a nap, Onion. I'll be there in a second. I'm coming. Now they'll be more focused on the reinforcements. Maybe I can sneak in here. What kind of a world is this where they shoot back? Oh yeah, I completely forgot about that, Daniel. You can fast travel to the reinforcements. Yeah, I forgot about that. Whoopsies. And you can fast travel to resource convoys.
Incoming hostiles detected.
Where are they spawning from?
Spare no one.
Detecting additional.
Back it up. Back it up. There we go. Yeah, Daniel, what Christian said. Whatever gear set you don't have expertise, just slap it on and just go do stuff. It's the quickest way to rank it up. The more gear pieces you're wearing, the faster it'll rank up. I mean, as far as I know, the amount of XP that you get will be dependent on which difficulty you're running it on. Just like pretty much everything else. So if you're running it on heroic, you'll level up quicker than if you're running it on normal.
Incoming hostiles detected.
I think I can take cover here. This world is on fire. Can't see him. Here we go. Alright, somebody else over here? No, this guy.
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
Oh, there it is. Ah, I was hoping I could light him on fire here.
Close to death. Running for that car.
I swear they keep adding new voice lines to this game. I will hear them say something I have never heard them say, and believe me, I have played this game a lot. A lot. Like that guy, where he's just like, I'm heading for this car. I've never heard them say that. It's not that I can recall. Oh, there was a convoy here. Funny. Didn't even realize. I was just like, there does seem to be an awful lot of people in this area for some reason. Where are the bad people? Oh, there's the bad person.
Vital signs critical. Heavily armored hostile detected.
Go. Oh, it's the chalk. How'd you get your name? Ah. Thanks for guiding him around, Christian. He was just chasing you around while I was shooting. It was perfect. He's too distracted to do anything. Who is this all the way back here? What you doing? There's one more schmuck back here somewhere. What the heck? Is he inside the wall? I'm so confused.
Civilians in
What am I looking
danger.
at? What the frick? Is he on? Did he run all the way behind the building? Yeah, okay, Dan. Yeah, Daniel, yeah. That's where I was like, he must have just run all the way back there for some reason. Now he's probably fighting everybody at the public execution behind the building here. There he is. Bingo.
Incoming hostiles detected.
Oh, I've missed a few chats here. Let's see.
Got you now.
Heading for the minigun.
So I'll read him in a second here. Forgot about the reinforcement part of the whole thing. There we go.
Had to run out now.
Changing mag.
Up goes the wheels.
Over here. I need you back. Use that gun. You fucking see that?
Heavily armored hostile detected.
Lock camp here. Exploding behind us. Oh, he's totally not paying attention. Nice. He's going after the reinforcements. Works. Oh, now he's not. Cool. Ooh. No rogues still, huh? Okay. Alright. Let's see how it is. Okay, so let's see. What did Christian do? He wore 6 pieces of the same set from the summit. Set targeted loot weapons. Once you expertise the set, go back down to the lobby. Donate all the weapons you picked up. Change set. Repeat. Yeah, solid advice. That is one way of doing it. Personally, I did the same thing only on the summit. Or, I'm sorry, countdown. Set the targeted loot. Farmed the crap out of it. Donated it. Went back in. Rinse and repeat. Yeah, the NPCs never seem to run out of grenades. Jerks. I want infinite grenades. I like getting on that. Mark's carrying around a Sacrum Imperium just to level it up. I refuse to put in materials. That's fair. It's basically the new meme weapon. It's like... Why would anybody use this? Sure looks cool, but... You know, a turd's a turd. Kinda just want to wipe out the map. Just start going after all these checkpoints. This is fun. And I gotta hand it to Sin, guys. This build is just too much fun. This chameleon build. I never in a million years would have thought I would be saying that. Because I hate this. I hate this AR under normal circumstances. I despise the chameleon. But here I am. Look at that. I even invested some expertise into it. I want to get it up to 15, but I need to keep farming. But yeah, who would have thought? And here I am. I'm just like, this is my current favorite thing to run.
Thanks. We should be fully stocked now.
PC was a legend.
Hi, Agent.
Yeah, good advice, Christian, for sure. And I think a lot of people forget that there are other difficulty modes. I think a lot of people feel like once they reached the heroic level, they just kind of have to leave it on heroic. Or they're doing themselves like a disservice or something. Well, there's nothing wrong with challenging, especially if it's a means to an end. Like, just do it. Make life easier for yourself. Something makes me sad. I 100% share your sentiments on that. I'm gonna see if we can intercept this this convoy onion up here. You can fast travel to me once I get closer if you want. I haven't played Summit in a hot minute. Ever since I did like all 100 floors twice and then played it on Legendary, I think I got pretty burned out. Well, I know I got burned out. the attention of the people behind us.
Nearby hostage situation detected.
Yeah.
Detecting
Come
additional
on.
hostile contacts. Incoming hostiles detected.
Honestly, if it wasn't for like copyright reasons, I'd be having all kinds of music playing in the background, like Doom soundtrack or something, just to set the mood. But, I'd really rather not get copyright struck. Is that all of them? Yeah, okay, that's all of them there. Now there is a hostage situation. Oh yeah, she's gonna pop.
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
I might have to start switching to Summit for farming purposes, just to make, you know, just for variety's sake, because I am all kinds of burned out on Countdown.
Die, you crazy bastard! Gotta reload. I'm here.
Oh, there he is. I was like, where is this? There he is. Got the key. Yeah, my turret likes to do that, Daniel. My turret loves to start fights with other groups that I'm trying to avoid. He's just like, nah, you got this, man. I'm here to encourage you. Don't shy away. It's like, turret, not a good time. Same with my drone. My drone likes to, like, wander off and go fight things. I mean, I appreciate the initiative, I suppose. Meth turret. TM, right? We need to add that to our ongoing dictionary along with smart maker TM. Meth turret, the smart maker. There we go. We can combine the two. There is a heroic thingamabob over here. I just forgot what they're called. That's where my brain's at right now. Oh, don't worry, I've only been playing Division for 3,000 plus hours, right? Can't remember. Territory control. That's what I was... That's the word I was looking for. There's an elite territory control next to a territory control. Let's see if we can piss them all off simultaneously, I suppose.
Incoming hostiles detected. Detecting additional hostile contacts.
Oh yay, drones. Ow.
Incoming hostiles detected.
Oh, that's a Chunga. Oh, that's a name Chunga. I made a mistake. Falling back. Let's see if I can break his little dealy bob. There we go.
Access key detected.
Oh, there's a guy way up top. There he is. Okay, we got him. He's just standing up there. Just looking down at you. Got the key. Oh, it's all up top. I'll have to run up there. And I wish I could give you my crit hit damage mods, Mark. I've gotten so many max rolled ones. I just end up scrapping. You know, once I have like a baker's dozen, so it's like, well, why am I holding on to all of these? I wish I had the same luck with protection from elites. I've yet to have a single one drop in the history of me playing this game. Oh, 1886. I believe I've already got a G-rolled one of those in me vault. Let's go take this other territory control since it's right here, and then we'll take the checkpoint if there isn't any resource convoys in the area.
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
Where are they spawning?
No survivors.
It's funny, I was just about to say the same thing.
Access key detected. Hostiles.
I think we got the checkpoint's attention. Yeah, we definitely got the checkpoint's attention. Did we get the key? Yeah, we got the key. We go open this and then we'll go deal with the checkpoint.
Rogue agent detected.
What? Rogue agent? Y'all heard that, right? Oh, and there's a resource convoy. Oh, it's about to get hot. Hot, hot, hot. But the question is, where is this rogue agent? Ow, ow, ow.
Reinforcements en route.
Can I eat it? I can. There we go. I wonder if the hunters are... No, they're not back there. That's the convoy. We are about to have more company here. Oh, this guy wants a hug. Give me a hug. Ow. Stupid lawnmower. Wait out here.
Stop cheating, agent.
Cheating. All's fair in love and war, sweetheart.
Hostile detected.
We've got like 10 seconds before this resource convoy starts engaging us too. Okay, they officially have their attention.
Incoming hostiles detected.
Question is, are they spawning in the tunnel? I don't think so. Good, they're all coming from the same direction. Oh, dang it! I'm talking too much again. Onion, I'm coming. I'm coming. Oh, Splody. 2 Splodies. There we go. Oh, he's got you. Nice.
Immediate medical
Cover.
assistance needed. Detecting additional hostile
Oh, there's people right here.
agent down.
Behind you, Onion. Behind you. We're getting flanked. Okay, okay, okay. Oh, oh, oh. That's the resource convoy. They're spawning up behind us here. There's a second wave coming. Oh, they're respawning right there. Shoot. That's my bad. I lit you on fire. See if I can wipe him here. So far, so good. Okay, we got him. We got him. I got you. I have seen rogues there before too, Daniel. They will appear there. They really like that. What is it? They like this part right here. They love to just appear right in this area, right in the middle. Oh, I need to plate up. Get rid of some of these stacks here. Why I stopped firing. I keep doing that. I think I just expect them to die, or that's enough damage to kill them, and then they don't. Alright, my question is, which direction are they coming from? Down there? Yep. Over here somewhere.
I see him coming!
I want that minigun!
Nice.
We're done. They're all down.
I knew we could do it.
Hostile supply convoy. Detected.
Meth turret activate.
Supply room access unlocked.
Thanks, Agent.
I like that. I don't know why it's so funny to me, meth turret. Doesn't even make any sense. Turrets can't do meth.
That's incredible.
Oh, thanks. Now, when you say that's incredible, what are we referring to? Would you like to elaborate?
We got what we need, Agent.
Crips Protocol is amazing. That's like my number 2 farming build. It's too good.
Detected. Nearby location. Guarded by hostiles.
Never did run into those rogues, sadly. That's okay, I'm sure we'll get a chance here. Get all the loot. Oh, right. My meth turret. Come here, meth turret. Let's reset you. Here, I'll show you what he's running. Here is the onion mince build. You have the vial mask, and you have the 4-piece of the Eclipse Protocol. With this Shomer holster, yeah. I don't know why I'm channeling my inner German. Use capacitor. Get more damage from the 6 skill tiers paired with the backpack. Meth orphan. I've been spending too much time with my turret. It's starting to rub off on me. He is my little buddy. He goes where I go. He's like on all my builds. Honestly, I don't think I have... Well, no, that's not true. I have quite a lot of builds with the turret on it, though. I wouldn't say I have all builds with the turret. Yes, that's a good point. Yeah, if you're running Survivalist and you apply status effects, and since everything's going to be on fire anyways, you're helping out your team. Plus you get that little 10% protection from elites. Every little bit helps. And my build is basically identical to Onion's. The only change that I made was instead of the Golan holster, I'm running the Death Grips gloves. So I get 10% armor on kill. And since everything burns and dies in large groups, you're getting huge chunks of armor back with that. It's great for survivability with this build. But other than that, I mean, it's virtually identical to what I have. Oh, and I guess instead of the EMP sticky, I'm running my meth turret because he's great for distraction. Plus, you're going to be skill tier 6 anyways, so it puts in some pretty solid work. But yeah, very similar, very similar. This is how I'd run it too. All right, next adventure. Let's see what we got on the map. Okay, can't get to them in time. Can't get to them in time. It's just a general lack of resource convoys all of a sudden. That's okay. Let's go take another control point. I guess while we're here, we can go after the haunted house. Haven't taken that control point in a while. Actually, I want this component up here.
The children think you're a hero. Actually, I do too.
Friendly supply convoy detected.
What Christian said. Yeah, use go with status, not skill damage. The skill damage will affect the initial explosion, but the burn itself is affected by the skill damage. And you want the burn to be as strong as possible. So all the status. Yeah, that's my this is my fire starter, Daniel. So you can see virtually identical to the way that Onions is set up. Got the Deathy Grips. These are hard to come by though. As a matter of fact, this is my only pair I've ever got, and I got it from a random named cache because this is a DZ exclusive, sadly. But yeah, basically everything's rolled to status effects with skill haste mods. Status effects, status effects, status effects. Okay, Onion. Status effects, skill haste, status effects, skill haste. Because you want the strongest burn you can get, and you want to make sure you got plenty of fire starter chem launchers. So skill haste comes in handy for that. You have Death Grips? Highly recommend trying it. I think you'd really like this. Like I said, that 10% armor on kill. And it doesn't matter how you kill, as long as you're killing. And this will, kill multiple enemies at once. And you're getting 10% for each enemy. So, comes in pretty clutch if you ask me. Plus you get that little bit of armor from it. So. Hey, Rich is here. Rich, I have a very important question for you. Are you an industry insider? Because you seem to know a lot about stuff. And honestly, what you were saying about the upcoming Division stuff, like long before I saw any of these other content creators, even the major ones, saying anything or even hinting or alluding, you were just like, something big's on the horizon. I'm just curious. I'm sure you probably can't say. No, I want to know. I gotta know, Christian. I gotta know. Your secret is safe with us. You are spot on, sir, Mr. Rich. Your predictions have come true. We were pretty blown away by the content drop.
Detected.
Pretty much everything that you were alluding to has come to pass. You're like the Division prophet. Daniel, yes, I'm using Tactician. Yes, to get the sixth skill tier. But if you're lucky enough, I would ideally run it with Survivalist. But because my death grips, I couldn't re-roll the core attribute, and I wanted to get my 6 skill tiers. That's why I'm running with the Tactician or Technician. But if you're lucky enough to have a good pair of death grips so you can re-roll the core, then roll it to skill and then run Survivalist for sure. Oh, that's an interesting thought, Daniel. They're using it as a learning tool to look at D3 or some future update. I agree 100%, Rich. I think that I was actually just talking about that earlier in the stream. It's you got to give the incentive to play it. Because just by looking at the gameplay, I don't think the gameplay alone is enough to keep people coming back over and over to play it. So there's got to be a reason to play it over and over again. Same with like Countdown. Like there's got to be a reason to, otherwise people will, if you're just playing the same map over and over again, essentially, it's gonna get pretty tedious, pretty fast. It's got to be something to grind for. Yeah, they have been talking about changing the specialization implementation. I mean, they've honestly needed to do that for a while. Specializations have just sort of been there. Like, they're not particularly game-changing in their current state. I mean, let's face it, for the most part, we run these specializations for like 1 or 2 of the talents, and everything else is just kind of there. Like, people run Gunner for the 10% armor and kill. They run Technician for the +1 skill tier and the damage to robotics. They're running this for their explosive builds. They're not particularly game-changing in their current states. But they could do a lot to it to make it more interesting. To make it more impactful, I guess would be a good word. Well, they did kind of announce that it's been put on the back burner. I don't know if they've necessarily scrapped it all together, but I guess I wouldn't be surprised if they did. I mean, again, correct me if I'm wrong. I might have missed something. They did, but the Descent is their way to recalibrate on what they plan to do in the future, given they've recommitted to D2. And that's the impression that I got, too, is that, the game was on life support for a long time. They were contemplating just, cutting and running. And they saw that there was this passionate fan base still very much playing the game and very eager for new content. And apparently they changed their minds and they switched gears. Now they're just like, well, we're just going to dump a bunch of stuff into this game now, which is fantastic.
Let's see how they like it.
Everybody's going to win in that situation, They get their money, we get our game. No downsides. Okay, there's people on both sides of this right now. Don't like the sniper dog much. One-shot me. Feel it.
Reinforcements.
Feel it.
Coming.
There we go. Okay, doggo's taken care of. Now I want to take care of this gunner here. There we go. Okay, sweet. There's purple down here. another doggo? It is another doggo. Another sniper doggo. Wasn't quick enough. I got on that time.
System malfunctioning.
Okay. Oh. Got somebody back here still. Several somebody's back here.
System activated.
Oh, I guess they just want to jump back here. That's fine. Just nail them as they jump down. Or get set on fire. Nice snipe, I saw that one. About to get some shots in on me too. Anybody else want to come this way? Nope. Nope. We'll climb then. After I get the loot. Well, scrap the loot.
Heavily armored hostile
Oh good, they're
detected.
spawning right below me. I saw that happening.
Medical assistance needed.
Yep. That's okay.
Agent out of function.
That's why we have a revive hive. Scrap this.
Detecting additional hostile contacts. Civilians in distress.
Grab me some ammo here.
Die, you crazy bastard! Quick, quick, reload!
I'm coming, onion. Nice. Getting them crisp headshots there. Speaking of headshots, I do like what they've done with Determined. I think it needed to be nerfed. I know that's probably an unpopular opinion, but it is now functioning the way it should. And, you know, there's a lot of debate as to how strong the skill is now. There's like, oh, well, it's a garbage skill now, or garbage talent, and there's no reason to run it. But my argument would be it will help with mulligans, so you're missing shots, or you're not particularly good at landing headshots. You know, technically speaking, you only have to land headshots 50% of the time with Determined. You can go back and forth between head and body.
Heavily armored hostile detected.
And in, you know, in combat situations, when you're sniping and pop-shotting and sometimes missing and hitting the body versus the head, especially due to things like scope sway and other, you know, other factors, Determined is going to kick in and come in clutch. So I would still argue that it is a, I'd say A tier, I wouldn't say S tier skill, or sorry, talent. But it's still very useful, and I will still run it on my build.
Stay one more day.
Supply room access unlocked.
Oh boy, there's a bunch of chat I need to catch up on here. Let's see, what are we talking about, guys? What if specializations took the skills and talents on weapons and gear and made them part of your character build? New exotic looks like P4. It's going to need a tweak just to let you know. Yeah, that's understandable. New exotic gnome Elmo. Yeah. Let's see. The problem with the fix to determine is that it cancels the proc if you hit someone in the head twice. I'm not sure. I don't think I've actually tested that. That's an interesting question. We can test that real quick though. Let me just grab my shit here, go to the firing range, and we'll see what happens. I can't imagine it would. Well, I mean, if it cancels it out, that's silly, and they should fix that for sure. It shouldn't be canceling it out.
Civilians in distress.
Because yeah, they basically punish you for being a good shot. If you're constantly getting headshots, I mean, you wouldn't need determined anyways, right? That would defeat the purpose of running that talent, for the most part. It's kind of like a sniper assistant for those times when your shots are going wild. I mean, you can intentionally use it to your benefit too, but I think it's more useful for individuals who aren't particularly good at sniping to begin with. Helps kind of fill in some of that skill gap. But again, that is just my opinion. I am one man and one man's opinion. Okay, I'm gonna run to the shooting range. Let's test determined. Oh, that's okay, Daniel. Yeah, the way it's intended is to alternate between head and body for sure, but let's skills are on cooldown. What skills on cooldown? Oh, yeah, that's fine. Like, what skill are you talking about? That's okay, I don't need a skill equipped. Let's check it out. I've got determined rolled on my favorite little high-end bolt action here. Show you just in case nobody believes me. My covert SRS determined. Actually, it's not proccing at all. So let me switch off it, switch back on. Apparently they still have that problem. Okay, now it's procced. So you can see it there next to the little skull with a lightning bolt on it. That's the hot shot talent. So I'll shoot him in the head. You're right. It goes away. It consumes it. Well, I don't like that very much. So you have to, in order to maximize the talent, you have to go back and forth between head and chest. Which, you know, it's not the end of the world, but they really should fix that. I was like, it's possessed! It started changing, and then you're over here pushing buttons. I see how it is. They double nerfed it. They double nerfed, right? The question with all of their updates, bug or feature, right? Was this intentional, or was this accidental? Yes, it's definitely going away. So in essence, it's punishing you for being a good shot? Yes, bug or feature. That is the question. So you said do head, body. Yeah, we just determined that for sure. I mean, you can see it. It's procced now. You can see it right below my armor counter. It's there, and then now it's consumed. And it's just going to be a regular body shot. Well, I mean, I did enough damage to kill it with a regular body shot, but that's besides the point. Ha 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 ha. The puns. Yes. We just determined that for sure. Snurf, snurf. Yeah. Yes, we did. Yep, been hanging out with my turret too much. My meth turret. Meth turret. I gotta make a build and call it meth turret. You know I have to do that now, right? I'm gonna add it to my list of things to do. Make a build based around the turret and call it meth turret. It's a little TM above it. Meth turret. I don't know why that's so funny. Why is that so funny to me? Maybe I just need more sleep. Or maybe you're just a genuinely funny individual, Daniel. I think I'm gonna say you're just a genuinely funny individual. So what if I only had like 30 minutes of sleep? That's not true. I've had more than that. I would not be doing a stream if I only got 30 minutes of sleep. Meth turret. Meth turret. All right, let's go kill some more things. Let me switch my build back real quick. Now that we have determined that determined is still not functioning as it should, or at least it's not functioning well. Yeah, a bugger feature, right? Bugger feature. It should still be there if you're landing headshots. Like, it should be there waiting for you to not get the headshot for it to be consumed. If you ask me, that's how it should function. Otherwise, what's the point? Well, I mean, there is a point. There's just less of a point to running it at that point. I said point twice. Let's go. If we hustle, we can get to this Eclipse Fuel Depot and get a twofer. We can get the incoming reinforcements as well as the checkpoint. Badumps. The attributes on the tree are going to change. You'll have to choose what you want to take into certain areas. At the moment, you can't change on the fly, but it's been looked at. Interesting. Okay. Ah, a chungus. There is a humongous chungus among us. Say you're gonna need a bucket? Is that what he said? Again, I'm telling you guys, I'm hearing them say lines that I've never heard before. You're gonna need a bucket. Yep, Rich is an insider. Confirmed, 100%. %. Or Seer Oracle. Possible. Oh, hey, guys. Oh, hi, Mark. Mark is shooting me.
Serious trauma detected.
I'll watch your back.
I hear somebody coming up the stairs.
Reinforcements
Nope.
en route.
Oh, ouch.
Vital
Shotgun
signs
for
critical.
Ah! Is somebody up here with us?
Down.
Oof.
Agent down.
Yeah, somebody is up here with us. Okay. Mr. Foamer here. Stop foaming. He's already foam.
Detected.
Nope, 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 nope. Hold up. I gotta plate up before I head back out here. These guys are really aggressive for some reason. Oh, good, he's on fire. Oh, they're both on fire. Ah. What the fuck? Ow. Really? Can't shoot over that. Oh. off to the side here.
Heavily armored hostile detected.
Here.
Incoming hostiles detected.
See anyone? Oh, there. Shoot, almost. Man, just got a sneeze on her. We'll go down.
Coming from behind cover.
About to run into some ammunition issues.
Hostile supply convoy nearby.
Yeah, there's the hostile supply convoy. I was wondering when they'd show up. Who's over here? Oh, hi. Oh,
Immediate medical assistance
Yep.
needed.
that's okay. I'm getting myself up, Onion. Oh, somebody behind me. Thank you, sir. Can't jump over that? Okay.
Heavily armored hostile detected.
Good one. Got you covered.
That's fun. There we go.
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
Ah, I see where they're spawning from now.
You made me do it.
Incoming hostiles detected.
This checkpoint officer is making a great distraction. Got that. I need some ammunition. It's the downside of something that fires at 1,200 rounds a minute. Kind
Supply
of going
room
through a lot of
access
ammo.
unlocked.
Oh, Daniel got my oh hi Mark reference. Oh hi Mark.
Cover.
What are you guys shooting at?
Remember,
Oh, those
aim and
guys.
take
Got
your
it.
time.
Nope, I want my loot. Where's my loot? Wait, why can't I?
Check every corner.
Oh, there we go. Wrong door. It's like, wait, why isn't it unlocked? Rich, you're saying that the Dread Edict was designed for newbies? long as you keep firing it. Yeah, you can definitely make great builds out of it. I like the Dread Edict personally. I feel like they should update its appearance though. Let's face it, it needs a scope and attachments. It just looks so unfinished. Wait, redesigned for newbies? Oh. I misunderstood you. I mean, it certainly has a fair amount of kick to it, but, I mean, you can mitigate that with the right gear set. Oh, there's a rocket jockey over there. Gotta scrap this stuff. Actually, how am I doing on materials anyways? Oops. Do I need to go purge some materials? Oh, shoot, I do. I have way too many protective fabrics.
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
'Cause I can.
Detected.
Nice. Air jump control. Didn't realize that was here. Ooh, piece of candy. Oh, I'm a little confused too, Daniel. And I've had one cup of coffee as well. I feel like another one's probably in order. Okay, I need to unload some materials here. I'm gonna run to the base of ops real quick and dump into expertise because I got way too many fabric materials. Ooh, piece of cake. Yeah, is it really weak point if you have to hit it 1,000 times? That's a fair point. Not very weak, is it?
Need help crafting something?
Okay, so you can see I'm sitting at expertise 21. I'm assuming the cap is like 22 right now. I'm not entirely sure. But anytime I hit the cap of like a material, instead of just wasting all that stuff that's dropping out in the open world, I donate it here. So you can see I'm at 9,999. Might as well dump a bunch in here. Yeah, I'll just leave a little bit of a pad. Starting to kind of get close to the cap on these. I try to keep 9,000. Keep it right at 9,000. Because you never know when you're going to want to upgrade something or make a build and you're going to want all those materials. So we'll bring these back down a little bit here. Okay, so Relic's done. Now for Sacrum Imperium, which I refuse to actually play with. There we go. And I think that will do it. Yes, that will do it.
Oh, hello.
Alright, next victims. Here we go. Perfect timing. We can get to them just in time. Did you need a minute, Onion? Here they are. So if I intercept them right around here, they'll spawn from that door. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna wait a little bit closer. Oh, I have not got my coffee yet. Well, we'll get these guys and then I'll get some coffee. friendly got in the way there.
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
Need to reload. Get down. Gotcha. Aim carefully.
Scrappy.
I'll take care of this one.
What's down here? What's targeting us right now? Is that it? Just little stumbaton lady? Okay.
Somebody must have been watching over us.
Ooh, piece of candy. Okay, coffee break. Just real quick. I'll be right back. And we're back and caffeinated. Ah, much better. Nectar of the gods. Ooh, there's a resource convoy right here. Let's see, we can fast travel to the safe house and intercept them here. Cut them off. Oh, you want me to check out your chest, Onion? Let me check it out. I'm confused. What am I? Oh, you've got the you're talking about the cosmetic that you applied to it. I like it. You've got the rain jacket with the gas mask. Yeah. It's a good look. Very nice. Very nice. I wish they'd fix the little cosmetic bugs that are going around too. That would be a nice thing to have. Because I guarantee you that this backpack that I'm running around with is not what I intended to have for this outfit. I know there's a workaround, but I'm not gonna fiddle with it. It's just dumb. I'm not gonna fiddle with it on principle. Oh man, Rich is dropping some hints again. Coincide with the DLC that's coming in your skill tree and watch. Right? Right, was it a coincidence that they did all these announcements on 420, right? I think not. They knew darn well what they were doing.
Hostiles convoy detected.
Nice.
Incoming hostiles detected.
Our start is just too good for farming.
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
See, now that Rich knows that we suspect that he's an insider, now what's to stop him from trolling us? There's another one over here, Onion.
Incoming hostiles detected.
Nice. And he shot himself.
Hostile control point nearby. Detecting additional hostile contacts.
Bombing them and lighting them on fire is just so satisfying. I'm not even the one doing it. It's still satisfying. It's satisfying to watch. Sure, Rich. Sure, wink, wink. We got you. Let's take this checkpoint while we're here. Might as well. Let's just wipe the map. Purge the heretics. Can I get it on top of this thing? No. But I could put it right up here. Oh, yeah, I wasn't gonna get out of range of that shock.
Reinforcements incoming.
Brilliant rounds. Right to the face. Yeah, let's spot and kill these fools. Looks like we have a patrol coming back here. Ooh, not a good spot. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I'm gonna need assistance here in a second. See if I can get you up before I go down. Go, man, go! Go. Gun. Get off of there.
Incoming hostiles detected.
Are they down?
Yet. Wish the minigun did more damage. And I'm out of ammo. I was just thinking, I was like, you know what? I bet you I'm gonna be out of ammo soon. And here we are.
Fuck you, hyena!
I'm going for it. Reloading!
Heck yeah, Christian. You guys are my buds. Having a lot of fun. Got a great group of people here. Very blessed.
Going for the minigun! I'm out of bullets.
Only person that's missing this morning is Dodd.
Armor round.
Wonder what he's up to. Right in the fields, that's right. What is this guy doing?
I got no chance from here!
He's like, yeah, I'll stand here. Just, you know, scratch my head. I gotta get closer to this. Look at this guy. Fearless. This guy's fearless. There's like a war going on around him. He's like, I'm fine. Just,
Heavily armored hostile detected.
taking the sights and sounds. Oh, he's gone. Oh, now he's here. Hello, sir. Boy, he looks like he's seen some things. It does. It says patrolling. He doesn't even have a weapon in his hands. He's just standing there, looking all haggard. Dude, I thought you shot a rocket at her for a second, Onion. That little stick he made, it looked like a rocket. It was like, shoo. And then blew up.
Supply room access unlocked.
Patience is a virtue that's learnt, is what they
Thanks
say.
for your help in that fight. Thanks, Agent.
That is
It
very
would've gone
true.
different without you. Hey, Agent. We're running low on a lot.
Donate.
Think you could lend a hand?
Like right in the middle of a firefight. It's like, no, I'm fine. Everybody's screaming at him to move. Move! No, I'm okay. Alright, next adventure. Oh, here we go. I think we can just walk up to these guys. I don't think we have to fast travel.
Getting hungry out here.
Yeah, where are the rogues?
Think they're still here.
got the trash can lid wielding psychopaths over here. It's kind of like rogues. If rogues were retarded. Yeah, the rogues are resting. That's what it is. Rest. Rest. This game is brought to you by the letter R and by the number meth.
Detecting additional
spawn right here.
hostile contacts. Incoming hostiles detected.
Don't be shy. Go.
Hostile broadcast picked up.
Yeah, we are definitely getting like vastly less XP. I haven't leveled up that. Actually, I can tell you exactly how many times I leveled up because I didn't have any caches on me. When we start, actually, I could take that back. I had 2 caches on me when we started, so 15. I guess we've got up 15 levels in. Let's see, we've been playing for 2 hours and 42 minutes. Takes roughly, 15-20 minutes per convoy-ish, give or take, maybe. Man, my math's all screwed up. Never mind, just ignore me. Have we really ranked up that many times? I've ranked up 15 times? That doesn't seem right. Maybe we have. I guess I haven't been paying that close attention. Oh, I hear footsteps. I hear clomp clomps. Boy, I just missed all those shots, didn't I? That's better. Yeah, I mean, they said that it was in error and it was planned for, a future update. So they'll be reverting it at some point. The question is when. Ooh, we can get these guys. Ooh, piece of candy. We can just jump to this mission up here. I started at 4260. Okay. Let me see where we're at now. 4260 and I'm at 4275. So yeah, 15 levels. Huh. Doesn't feel like 15 levels. Does it? Does it feel like 15 levels to you? I was thinking like maybe half a dozen, but man, I was way off.
Hostiles guarding location nearby. Curtailed.
Oh, you don't farm XP, you farm loot. That's fair. You never have enough shade levels, though. Oh, okay, Splody. Break out the old sidearm. Oh, okay.
Vital signs critical.
Oh, it wasn't quick enough.
Agent incapacitated.
Well, in the absence of loot farming, I don't have anything really to farm right now,
Detected.
other than just play the game, have a good time. I really enjoy resource convoys and checkpoints, though. Like I like this. I have been known to just start at one end of the map and clear the whole thing in a day.
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
Because I can. Oh, so the sidearm does more damage in Descent.
Hostiles detected.
And I'm on fire!
Hostiles guarding location nearby.
Where's their... Oh, it's over here. It's just... I hope you're right, Daniel. I mean, they should definitely take that data and turn it into more fun activities down the road. They'd be silly not to. Well, Mark, if you happen to play on Xbox, you know, and this goes for anybody who's even listening to this stream. But if you ever need help getting Ridgeways and Nemesis, I have both, and they do drop for me out in the open world. So we could do summit farming or countdown or anything like that, or just stick to targeted loot areas. See if we can get it to drop for us, and if it drops for me, then I can just give it to you. And you can just skip the whole process of crafting and doing 100 floors of summit and all that crap. Isn't healthy farming new loot every week. You know what? Games are supposed to be fun, and if you're having fun, then you keep doing that, man. You do you. Don't let anybody tell you differently. Yeah, in theory, crafting is a lot of fun. Alright, let's go take Overgrowth, since it's right down the street. Daniel, my favorite checkpoint is this one right here. Riverside gas station. I don't know why, but I absolutely love testing my builds here. I love taking this control point. I don't know what it is about it, but you'll probably notice that in all my build videos when I do a demonstration, I'm always going right here. Because that is my favorite one. I have a few others that I really enjoy taking, like I like taking the nest. Actually, this whole section. I just like fighting outcasts, I think. I really like the outcast
Hostiles guarding location nearby.
Group. Or faction, I guess, is the correct term. Oh, PS5. Yeah, actually recently, well, yesterday, I put up a poll because I got to thinking, I was like, I wonder how many people are actually on, you know, their various console systems. So far, Xbox has the least amount of people. Like vast majority is PlayStation and PC. Which is actually kind of surprising to me. Although I'm not entirely sure what I was expecting. I mean, most of the content creators are definitely on PC. Not all of them. Or at least they play on PC and Xbox. Honestly, I haven't tried playing The Division on my gaming laptop. The one that I recently got so that I could stream. I'm not really sure how it would perform. Could always just hook a controller up to it and play it like I normally would. I didn't even thought of that until just now. I'd love to be part of these PTSs that keep happening. Looks like a lot of fun. I'd be able to give some feedback and stuff.
Heavily armored hostile detected.
bullets literally just traced an outline on that guy.
Hostiles guarding location nearby.
I was nowhere near him. The Pippin. Oh, I need ammo really, really bad.
Detecting additional hostile contacts. Detected. Nearby location guarded by hostiles.
Dang, signs in the way.
Hostile
Whoop.
detected.
Switch to take out these guns.
Get a shot on them.
Nice. No rogues, of course. Feel like we could clear this whole map and not encounter any of them.
Supply room access unlocked.
Why is that?
Hostiles guarding location nearby.
Let me catch up on the chat here. Yeah, that's agreeing with you, Christian, about there's no game like The Division, and that's why, you know, I keep coming back to it. You know, I might leave for a little bit, but I always come back to it. Of course, this time around, I'm not leaving. There's too much Division content coming up for me to be wandering away from it and then coming back later. So we're gonna stay on top of things this time around. There's just no game like The Division, so they've got a really solid IP here, and they just got to treat it right, you know?
Detected. Nearby location.
I mean, I'd love to see
guarded by
Division
hostiles.
3. I think that with, you know, all the changes that they're making to the existing game, that it's becoming increasingly unstable. Honestly, Destiny's starting to have the same problems. They've just been piling on, changing the code, causing problems when they fix problems, and back and forth. And it's just kind of time for a fresh start, like a clean slate. You know, you can tell a lot of stuff was put into the game, you know, after the fact, as kind of like an afterthought. And you know, sometimes it's just time.
Could you lend a hand? We're low on resource and need to get some
I think it
more.
would behoove them to actually make a third title.
Enough waiting.
Oh, yeah. Don't even get me started on the, what is it, the sun setting is what they call it. Nice. Whoops. That's not what I meant to do. Yes! Yes! Behoove. Yes, it would behoove them. I have an expanded vocabulary sometimes.
We should have left this.
And then other times I make entire sentences out of nothing but swear words because I can't think of actual words to use. Although, but going back to the whole sunsetting in Destiny thing, Daniel, they have sort of kind of said that they're not going to do that anymore. I guess time will tell. Or I guess time will tell if their solution to not doing that anymore is actually worse than
Hostiles guarding
sunsetting in the
location
first
nearby.
place. That's right, Smart Maker, behooving you with word things. Brought to you by Meth Turret. Sorry, Meth Turret. Meth Turret. Let's go take New Venice, since we're in the Vicinitar. Today's sponsor, Meth Turret. How many times has this happened to you? Now there's a solution. Introducing the Meth Turret. Man, it's tempting. I do have a new video editor that I've barely touched because it's supposed to be like the simplest video editor out there. And I was just like, like intentionally looking up like most user-friendly video editors because the ones that I've seen in the past have looked like the control board to an airplane or something, or whatever you call that. I was just like, my God, so many switches and knobs, and what am I even looking at? But I gotta say, the quote-unquote simplest but most powerful one that I could find is still quite complicated, and I'm still in the process of understanding it completely. DaVinci Resolve. DaVinci Resolve. I believe they're on the 18th version of it. DaVinci Resolve 18, something like that. Well, you say that. Apparently, the video editing community says that DaVinci Resolve is the easiest to learn. So I'm just like, I would hate to see the most complicated. Like, really? This is your idea of easy? Holy crap. You know, I've never done video editing. I dabbled in graphic design for a while. You know, had Photoshop, did a lot of that stuff. Actually, I have well, most people don't know this, but I had a few of my designs used by Bungie for their official forums, the official Bungie forums, and I won a few art contests with them. This is way back in the day. This is back when like Halo 3 was a thing, like a big thing. So I do have like history, like artistic history, I suppose you could say, but I have zero video editing history, like to speak of. So very steep learning curve. I made a mistake going in here.
Agent down.
Yeah, you're right, Daniel. You're right. And I haven't tried any of the other ones. It was kind of like, watched some YouTube videos, looked at recommendations, and they're just like, hey, get yourself DaVinci Resolve. Oh, I died.
Agent killed.
Shoot. I overreached there, and now I die. Yes, I definitely made a mistake going in there with an unbuffed chameleon. That's a case of the deadsies. Although I am getting a nice little front row seat to them getting lit on fire.
Detected. Nearby location. Guarded by hostiles.
You got this, son. That's right. I'm just taking a quick nap. Well, you made a mess over here, man. I live.
Hostile detected.
don't want to go that way. That's down. I want to go up. There.
Hostiles guarding location nearby.
Yeah, where are you going? Nowhere. That's where. Don't be shy. Come on down. Oh, you stuck him up there. That works too. Damn.
Heavily armored hostile detected.
The bolt. Midair. Gotcha. And no rogues. Sadness, thy name is today's game session.
Supply room
Just want
access.
to fight some
unlocked.
rogues.
Detected. Nearby location guarded by hostiles.
Do a barrel roll. Yeah, you're not wrong about them being opinionated to interact with the program. That's for sure. And I might look into some other ones too. Just, you know, it doesn't have to be super fancy, and I can always get, you know, fancier down the road once I kind of have the basics of video editing down.
Guard on things. We're running low on some supplies.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the extra 10% skill haste when you're in cover. Oh,
Hostiles
Premiere.
guarding location
Yeah, that was another
nearby.
one that was that made the list of like top video editors. You know, and I'm okay with paying for a video editor as long as, you know, I don't regret my purchase. Won't know until I try, I suppose, right? But now that I have this, you know, fancy schmancy laptop and you know, it's got quite a bit of power behind it, I can, you know, I really want to flex my video editing skills, and so I can start recording stuff, and there's a lot to do. There's a lot to learn. Adobe does like to gouge people. I remember back in the day when I didn't have to pay a subscription to use their stuff. You just bought the software. Granted, the software is obscenely expensive. It was like $600, $700. Of course, this was also back in the day when pirating was a little bit more feasible.
Detected. Nearby location.
So I had
guarded by hostiles.
a borrowed version of CS2 that I used for years and years and years. But there is a free video editing software that I recently discovered called Krita or Krita. I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but it seems pretty powerful and familiar to anybody who's used Photoshop before, such as myself. A lot of similar functions, similar layout. Motorbike and mountain bike videos? Oh, that's cool. I used to mountain bike. I used to have a bike. Now I do not. Okay, what's next here? No convoys. Let's go for, let's go take Navy Hill. Let's fast travel to Truman. Oh dang, you go skydiving? That's hardcore. I am terrified of heights and airplanes. So it's kind of combining my two biggest fears. Well, I'm also afraid of sharks, but I don't think there's any sharks in the sky. Not that I know of. Yeah, you guys are on your own with the motorcycle talk. I have no clue. what you guys are talking about. I had a Kawasaki Ninja way back in the day, but I have not been part of that scene in a hot minute. Okay, I made a mistake. Yep. Wow. That burn.
Incapacitated.
You know, we have a name for motorcycle riders in the medical field. We call them organ donors.
Hostile broadcast picked up.
Yes, the murder cycle. Well, it's one of those situations where, like, you are at the mercy of everybody around you, and if they're a bunch of crappy drivers, there's not a whole lot you can do about it. And I don't know how it is elsewhere, but here in Texas, my God. You've got a bunch of really aggressive drivers in some very large vehicles. Not a great combo. I'm originally from Washington State, so I do have a point of reference as far as what a bad driver looks like and what a good driver looks like. Honestly, like where I was from in Washington, it's a different kind of bad driver. Here they're like aggressive, very aggressive. And inattentive, like lots of lane changing without checking, which of course if you're in a motorcycle I would imagine to be a, what would we call that, an ass puckering moment. See you up there. Dang. Got the burn all the way in there.
Reinforcements en route.
Come on down, don't be shy.
Starting location nearby. Heavily armored hostile detected.
Okay, I'm not gonna make the same mistake and go pushing up in there with no chameleon buffs active. Some ammo here.
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
Daniel, I imagine that paying attention while skydiving is important. My wife wants to go skydiving. My sister's been skydiving a ton. Or at least a couple times. I guess a ton is a bit of an exaggeration. I am not one of those people. I can't even get on an airplane without being thoroughly drugged up, so you're not going to catch me jumping out of a perfectly good one. What's this up here? Black chest.
Supply room access unlocked.
There we go.
Hostiles guarding location nearby.
Dang, 15 years of skydiving. That's wild. Let's see, you said when Onion is running a status build, would it make sense to run a status slash damage build? That's a good question. It would kind of depend on which build you were. Well, I mean, it depends on what you're trying to do. Truthfully, I mean, you've been watching us play with with his Firestarter build, and it's been working great. They're thoroughly distracted while they're on fire, which helps me out, so I can just focus on burning them down with my DPS. It's a good support build. It does a tremendous amount of damage. Or it can, stand alone too. Like I run Firestarter all the time, solo for farming. So it's very strong both solo and in team situations.
Anything you do will be appreciated.
Yeah, and if I run, like we could definitely min-max it if we were planning on running as a team with very specific builds. Like Christian's mentioning, could put on the Pyromaniac named AR, and as he's lighting everything on fire, I'd be doing tremendous amounts of damage to the burning targets. So there are definitely ways to squeeze more damage out of it if you're going to be working together and trying to get as much synergy as humanly possible. Do the two-person synergy thing? Okay.
Thanks.
Well, I do have a Pyromaniac in my vault somewhere. That's true. I would not be waiting for the Chameleon to ramp up. Although I will say, once it ramps up, it's pretty tasty. Plus, since we're in a group setting, there is that group scaling that happens with the NPCs, so the Chameleon isn't going to hit as hard. Let's see. Let me go back to the White House. It's been forever since I played with the Pyromaniac. It should just be sitting in this stash. I might have to change characters, though, to get it. If it's not in here. Let's go through all of my max rolled ARs that I have collected. Okay, so I don't have it in here, so it's on one of my other characters. At least it should be. So I'm going to log out real quick, Onion, and go to my weapons mule and see if I can grab it here. The Survivalist specialization has 10% damage to targets that are
Safe area detected.
that had a status effect applied to them.
It's hard to look.
So that would be the one to run if you're trying to benefit your team with lighting everybody on fire. All right, burnout. I should have one in here. Please tell me I have one in here.
Incoming backup request.
Yeah, Pyromaniac. Nice. Max rolled. Give me that. Right, only for the team, not you. There is a lot of confusion with that. All the specializations have like team benefits to them, but I think there's a lot of players who think that that applies to them and the team, but it only applies to the team. So like the 10% damage to, what is it, damage targets out of cover or something for the demolitionist spec? I'd have to look. Or 5% damage to targets out of cover. So only applies to the group members. You don't get that extra 5%. Yes, what Christian said. Cups build solo. Reason being is for this right here. Daniel. 20% burn duration. That's pretty substantial. And since you have a build that's built around, setting everything on fire, that comes in handy. Plus, having this fiery response, so if there's enemies that are pushing up on you and you lose your armor and you light them on fire, all of that fire damage that your build does applies to them. This has saved my ass a few times. Yeah, for sure, Daniel. For sure. Yeah, we can get some more synergy going here. Oh, I need to purge my stash because I can't transfer anything. Carrying around too much junk. I think I was gonna keep this one. Do I need to keep this one? Not really. Am I gonna run a D&H chest over something else? Probably not. No, I don't need that. Boy, I got a lot of backpacks. Clutch. Do I want clutch? No. That should... I might have missed an item in here or something. I should be at 129 out of 150. That's right. Let's grab me Pyromaniac. There it is. Where is my pyro? I have too much stuff. Okay, we want to make sure we're not... Critical hit chance is really low. Okay. That's right, because the chameleon has really high critical hit chance. So we're going to have to put a lot of crit hit chances on here.
Agent in need of backup.
Do I have a fancy skin for this? I guess I just have the first responder skin. We'll just leave that on there. 31% critical hit chance. I need to bolster that a little bit here. Critical hit chance. Yeah, I can take it off a hot shot mask. Critical hit chance. Yep, that works. Just gonna check real quick. What are we at? 43? Yep. Definitely need to do this. Critical hit chance. Now we should be sitting... So if I can get one more critical hit chance on here. I could just re-roll this real quick.
Hi.
Oh, you gotta go? Okay. I mean, I was just getting... I need to eat something too. I mean, I've been streaming for a while, so this is actually a pretty good spot for me to call it as well. But thanks for playing with me. That was a lot of fun. Yeah, next time for sure. I'll be on again tomorrow if you got the time. Same time, same channel. Hey, thanks for stopping by, Daniel. Got a good group of people here. You guys are always a ton of fun. All right. Thank you everybody for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.